Hello everybody, welcome to some more roster reviews. Right now we're going to start with BeeOrSomething. They're in Dark Star 69, 7.1 million GP. This is a paid review, so it's more recent intel on it. So he started September 2023, about a year, 10 months ago, so not quite 2 years. Recently finished JML, as we see here, and wants to work on Starkiller, Great Mothers, Pretty Pals, then Leia and Dark Side clones eventually. I focus on Grand Arena and PvE, which is most of the game. So these bought some light speed bundles, but not all of them. So let's see what we got in ships. Executor, check. Negotiator and Endurance, at least at some level. His Executor looks pretty up to snuff. Everything's in relics. From bundles or not. Marauder, 7-star, fantastic. What league is this guy in? I forgot to actually take note. Chromium 2. Not too bad. Yeah, I mean, yeah, Galactic Republic is in solid shape. Empire, great. That's pretty much the whole gang. Doesn't have Scythe. But let's see if he's got Inquisitors at all. Got 2 GLs. I mean, Leia definitely makes sense. I think she goes first, but you know. Obi-Wan Kron, nice. Got both Revens. Executor stuff. Supreme Kylo. I don't know why it was blind to Supreme Kylo first. Doesn't have the Xenon Press advantage. That's one you skip because it's just immune to taunt effects and stagger. It's like pretty narrow. What else we got here? We got Wampa Embo Kron, Captain Rex Kron, Hera. So he doesn't shy away from TW Krons. She is TW, right? Yes. Correct. I don't know the ones well that I never apply. Not super new roster, so yeah, Peridia Pals would be good. And Obi-Wan and Qui-Gon are always already like 7, which I like. Not seeing Queen Amidala yet. There's Padme. Yeah, no Queen Amidala, so I think that's solid. Got Gas. He said he's working on Gas Zetas, which, I mean, those are good Zetas to get. If you do have him, they're all pretty impactful. Yeah, for 5v5 Arc and Echo, at least to like Relic 3 or something, probably would help. Inquisitors, yeah, no, not so much, but that's not the worst thing in the world. Rebels. Phoenix and like CLS, this is probably good enough for Challenge Tier 3 of Military Might. No Trooper, yeah, that's plenty good. It's probably Challenge Tier 3 of both of the ones that are applicable for that. Phoenix could probably get Challenge Tier 1. I don't know, potentially Challenge Tier 2 of the Night Sister Assault Battle. This is probably good enough for Challenge Tier well, no, you don't have Marin. With Marin, you can do Challenge Tier 3, but this is probably good enough for Challenge Tier 2. So not a huge amount of improvement left to be had on the Assault Battlefront, and he already said he's going to be working on Peridia Pals. So that is good direction. Don't have Malchus yet, but might be getting close to the time frame where Conquest units start pouring in from that extended period of proving grounds, so be ready for that and pick who you want to work on first. And my vote, if it's all equal, is like Bane, Queen Amidala. You don't have JMK or Rey, so Cat's not the biggest priority, but got Malik. I mean, Malgus would be great to slot in there, and then potentially think about Leviathan in the future. And yeah, as he said, he's going to work on Starkiller would be helpful. There's not a ton of low-hanging fruit on this account left. I mean, it's got a good, like, all the great foundational stuff. At this point, it's just pick your favorite strong teams to work on and go for them, whether it be GLs or, you know, Balin is a great one. So I think Pretty Pals and Great Mothers into Balin is a great tactic, and they're all going to be accelerated fairly shortly in the next few months or so. I think Afra is pretty skippable. He said he doesn't want to work on Dark Side clones. I mean, I guess that's good for the raid. I just don't know if I'd push it super fast. Maybe Jedi Cal to help you improve your TB game and be compelling to better guilds. And with that, you get like Saw. It's a great TW team. Or you get the basis of him. You still need kind of Luthen to make things go. But I mean, I don't know. There's not a huge, like, the things he's missing. I understand why they're missing, and it's like it's just gonna take time to get there. And I don't think it's any huge strikes against the account. Like, nothing that's standing out to me like, oh my gosh, what are you doing? How have you not worked on this character yet? I might find those, but not right now. With Baylan, Bo-Katan is also a decent consideration because in GAC she's really good against Lord Vader and then sometimes JMK, and she also is kind of the key to one of those later planets, so that can help you move on up. But I get Jedi Cal before I'd work on Bo. I recommend that. Yeah, I don't know. Let's look at the speed, or just the mods in general, so what we are working with. Plus 174 speed, not too bad. Quick damage triangle. Jabba, plus 186, not bad. JML, missing that basics data, which is probably the best one to skip if you do. That's a lot of protection. That's actually very well set up. I think there's probably extra protection, flat protection squeezed in here and there. Yep. So I got that there, 2,500, 18 there. No extra protection there, but we got extra here. Yeah, lots of extra protection squeezed in. That's actually very strong modding. Rex, pretty good speed. Protection, I do like protection on him. He has high base protection, so that really helps his survivability. Depending on how you use him, crit damage could be nice if you're primarily running him with Phoenix, which on this roster I would suspect you are. Great health on Revan. Good speed. Oh, sorry. Admiral Piet. It's 145 speed and protection and potency. Yep, yeah. This guy has good modding. I do think he probably could be in a Rhodium if he pushed a little bit harder. Boss, great protection, great, yeah, fantastic. RJ is gear 12, but she's still pretty fast, plus 144, and protection. I like it because she has great base protection and not a lot of health until you slap a ton of relics on her. Decent potency boost. Yeah, I mean, this is very well set up. Boost looks good. I mean, sometimes I don't have too much to say other than looks pretty good. I mean, the high end, he's got pretty good priorities on the speed of characters. Chieftain's naturally fast, is only plus 103. That's why she's up so high. Let me look at Tuskens. I don't normally look at Tuskens, but yeah, Raider Omicron. Sweet. Grievous is a little slower than Boss, which is good. CLS, offense, and tenacity. Yep. Good speed without a speed set. A lot of people like to go for offense on his triangle just because he spreads it with 3PO and Chewie, but I think crit damage is totally fine. Echo. I mean, yeah, there's a decent amount of characters that are like at or close to 300 speed. That looks pretty fast. Not overly fast. Yeah, no, I think this is a very nice account. It's very well structured. And I think you got a good plan in place. After that, it's just trying to find what is the best thing to boost you in Grand Arena if you've already kind of maxed out your PvE income streams, but also give consideration to what would make you attractive as a TB player. But yeah, that's going to be it for this one. Thanks for letting me take a look. Next up, we got Mini Junta Day. They're in Saviors of Ren. So they've been playing since 2018. 10.9 million GPs, definitely on the endgame side of things. Said they were working back in March 2024, so a long time ago. I am getting close to the end of this batch, though. So they were finishing Grand Inquisitor, going for Leia, and then next GL ship, which, you know, the prospect of has come and gone. I feel like 2 years in a row now because we still don't have a new ship after Leviathan. But they do have Leviathan and Profundity and Executor and has a Galactic Republic fleet. Good. They have relics and Zetas and everything on Marauder at 7 stars. So they have the ship tools. We got Scythe, TIE Interceptor, TIE Defender. More relics on TIE Defender could help, but I'm sure you can get a lot done with just this. Datacrons. This is going to be hurting your PvP standing. We got Sidious Cron and Apocron. It's the one you had to get right when he came out in the event. And then Sidious, I mean, it's a good choice of a Datacron to get. What league are we in? We're in Erodium 4. So yeah, 10.9, you could definitely do better than Erodium 4. But you are going to need to engage with Datacrons and try to get a hang of that. Get the hang of that. Build up a good supply from season to season, and it gets easier each time. Got 4, 5, 6, 7 GLs missing Ahsoka and Leia. So Leia, I mean, absolutely no-brainer that you need to work on. Reva is here. I mean, Bane, Bo-Katan, a lot of long-term projects that a lot of mid-tier players could only dream of having. We've got Gungans, we've got Great Mothers, Malgus. What are we missing? Counts like these. It's not like one of those that has absolutely everything, but it's easier to tell by sorting by the bottom. New Bad Batch, got some shards being worked on, but not much else. In terms of development, we got Malicos at Gear 1. That's unfortunate. Boba Fett, that's fine. That's a Conquest character. I'm totally fine with you neglecting. Same with Trench, at least until you have less important things to go for. No Afra. What else are we seeing here that's standing out? Tuscans didn't really get worked on yet. None of these are huge priorities except for Malicos. Peridia Pals, 7 stars. Great. Keep working on them. They're Gear 12 flat with no pieces applied, so that tells me and Enoch too, that could have gotten to Gear 12 and stopped, but I would encourage you to not stop, to keep going. Wow, even Grief at Gear 12, that's interesting. So I think they were in a pack at some point or another, but they weren't purchased in that Lightspeed bundle. I would say the biggest compelling reason you want these two at Gear 13 and like Relic 3 at least is for, well, that's unfortunate, this missing mod, is for relics, but this player has not really engaged in relics. So I would say you're fine with this until such time as you develop a pretty deep relic Datacron inventory. I'm guessing pretty much all the assault battles are taken care of. Jedi, yeah, absolutely. Sith, he's got Great Mothers, so absolutely the Night Sister one. He's got Inquisitors and Reva, so that one. So all those big income streams taken care of. What you're really got to focus to increase your income is either moving guilds, which I don't really like advising, because, you know, if you're in a guild you like, you stay there, or improving your Grand Arena status. Malicos goes a huge way towards that. You already have Seer and Relics. You have Cal at Gear 12. You could go further. A great opportunity to work on Malicos. Malicos is amazing. Start with a 3v3 team. You got Seer, Malicos, and you know, Crew's a good third, especially defensively. But Cal, I'd argue in there. I mean, Starkiller people use, but in Rhodium, you can still use Starkiller on its own very effectively. Malicos, huge character to highlight that you should be working on. Vector Republic. So do we have Queen Amidala? Well, we've got Temple Guard already done. But Qui-Gon, Obi-Wan, and Relic 7, so I can dig it. I don't see Queen Amidala unless I'm blind. But I mean, Proving Grounds, if you're working on her, I'm surprised you didn't unlock her in Conquest the first time around. I keep looking and I just cannot see her, so I don't think she's there. Unless she's unactivated. But huge priority team. Very, very good team in Grand Arena, but also pretty much everywhere else. At 10.9 million, you could have at least been getting Gold Crate. And it's been over a year since she came out, so I'm surprised not to see Queen Amidala here. We do have Bane. Bane is, I mean, obviously the best. He's the best. Absolute best. How's he modded, by the way? not all 6-dot mods, so that's unfortunate. Yeah, try to get some more health. I like crit damage, but you know, you can definitely work on more health. That's a nice, really nice mod. Health primary, 26 speed, extra offense, secondaries, and percentage. Great. That's a lot of defense on a secondary, but yeah, no, he's pretty good. What else? What else is interesting? Mandalorians. You know, Gar and ISC are kind of like a fringe use case, so I'd say don't worry about it, especially in Erodium when there's fewer teams to use or that you need to sit on the board and take out. No Darkside Ray, so probably work more on Conquest. Conquest seems to be a weak spot. Easy boost Conquest is Obi-Kron. He makes it so easy. I've debated putting it on my main account because it's just all the buffs and debuffs. So many things you don't have to think about. You just run him. Bonus turns. He doesn't have to be with Jedi team. He doesn't have to be with Queen Amidala. He's just amazing on his own there. But yeah, I mean, Leia for sure, huge next project because she's the best Galactic Legend, like overall. I did a comprehensive rating system and she came out on top, so definitely work on Leia. Ahsoka is very steep and expensive. Don't even bother if you're not close to Ezra. Springler Kylo, plus 165 speed. A little low on health. And, well, what's his offense? His offense is okay. I want a crit damage triangle on him. Actually, like health on the cross more than offense, and on the triangle too. Lord Vader, that's 6-dot mods everywhere on GLs, which is not good. Protection needs to be a bigger focus. Like that is no, that's not unacceptable. Protection there is good. Crit damage is the only thing I'll take there as opposed to protection, but yeah. JMK, I'm missing a mod. Come on, man. What's 144 even without the missing mods, so really would be a lot faster. They're pretty good for just 5 mods. Ray, that's decent. The health total could be higher. The offense is not bad. It's pretty decent. Speed is decent. It's overall in the right track, basically. Set the journal we want to survive. Oh, gosh, why are you missing another mod on a GL? Maybe it's raid botting, taking stuff off here and there. Maybe I'm looking at a bad time. I'll hope that that's the case. Really anemic. He's not very healthy. I mean, no for offense. Health, yes. So health on the cross. I click, even though it's empty, I clicked on it out of habit because it's just unfathomable to not have a mod on a GL. Plus 160 speed here. That's pretty fast. Echo is pretty good for that. Cat plus 163, also pretty decently fast. Good damage and offense. I like protection. I think that's better there under JMK. Piet, yeah, I mean pretty good stuff for him. He's not as important as he used to be, obviously. Boosh, good speed is very helpful. Definitely could get more. So running out of showstoppers in terms of speed for an account this level of maturity. I would expect a little bit more speed at the top, but it's overall pretty good. Zam, you don't need to throw that much speed at her. Especially when you don't even have a relic or even Mando. You can steal some of her mods and give them to someone else. Moff Gideon's doing well despite being your 12. But he's very squishy. Do we have Dark Trooper Moff Gideon? I didn't note that either. No Dark Trooper Moff Gideon. Very weak on Conquest stuff. I don't know if there's a Proving Grounds issue or not too, but Leia nips that in the bud. Just fantastic. Yeah, Reverend. That's 1.5. Probably get some more health on him. Well, Appos and relics. This is interesting. Reva, offense, health. I think, yeah, that's pretty good. I mean, some kind of survivability, and then the offense. I like quick damage on her too because she does hit hard. Looking more for a health and offense here, and health. Okay, that's good. Speed, some offense. Crit damage, I'd say, and some more offense, but health is also a great option too. It just depends if you're finishing your matches before the Star Killer or not. Whether if you're finishing it before, offense is great. If it's after, health might be the way to go. Your mothers, honestly, they can kind of have neglected mods like speed-wise because they take so many dang bonus turns. They have so much automatic initiative. And Malgus. All right. Well, if Appo's mods are amazing, then maybe they're just... No, they're not incredible. So I don't know if he's taken stuff from... Well, maybe. I don't think he's taken stuff from his GLs to temporarily park it with the right character. So yeah, make sure you're filling those missing mod gaps. Sort by empty mod slots, and that'll help narrow it down. All right, well, thanks so much. On to the last one. And our last player is Preacher here in Starlight Hope. Just over 10 million GP. Said they started in 2016, took a big break, or returned in like 2022. Said was free to play, but was gifted the Star Killer bundle. And this request was put in when Lightspeed bundles were relatively newer. Wanted to work on Leia, Slicker, J-Mal, Ufus, Leviathan, and Jedi Cal. So let's see how much of those he's got. He does have Leviathan, which is great. Wait, what's the league? I always am blind to that before. Like Kyber 2. Excellent for 10 million. Excellent. Really good. Executor, 7 stars. Profundity, 6 stars. Yeah, keep working on it. I guess no rush if it's working for you. And Collector Republic ships. Very nice. Zeta on Hunter. I mean, he's got a good Zeta. For Bad Batch, but I guess I don't use them too much anymore, so whatever. Empire, kind of the variable ones. Yeah, looking good. Emperor's Shuttle not farm. That's a little surprising. I mean, maybe it's just hoping it comes out in a bundle, but I'd say farm it. It's a pretty decent ship here and there, especially when if you don't have too much else to farm. But if you do, you know, it's not a huge priority or anything. Bounty Hunters look good, all 7 stars. Yeah. Datacron's got Insidious, Grievous, some good ones. Darkside Ray, of course, that's really going to help. I mean, that alone can be a huge difference maker. Maybe he's climbed up a few leagues this season just from the great defensive performance of Darkside Raycron. Otherwise, not a super deep Datacron inventory. Well, this looks good, I mean, to me. Leia, Lord Vader, JMK, JML, Jabba, C, Slicker, missing Ahsoka, and Rey. Definitely get Rey before Ahsoka, because it's way easier to get. Queen Amidala, Relic 9, so probably on the cutting edge. Or not the cutting edge, but like very active with raids, so that's good. Those 3 at Relic 9. Huge value for these 2 anyway, a value of the likes of which we won't see again, probably. With them and the Pretty Pals, now that they created assault battle, or era battles to get around the assault battle problem. You got Malicos, Appo, you know, all these new conquest units that are great. Bane, Gungans, very current account. So very up to date with stuff. What's missing? There's another one of those accounts where it's easier to see at the bottom. Hondo, BT, so no Afra. You're not really missing anything. Moff Gideon. Probably not a Nurture Moff Gideon team. I mean, he's got it, but kind of like letting it sit there. Enoch, Priya, and Night Trooper definitely work on, because they're going to pay off dividends. Boba Fett not missing anything. Barris, a little surprising. Ben, you know, I mean, but both, you don't have Rey, so, I mean, they're both, Ben is obviously with Rey, and Barris most frequently goes with Rey. So, makes sense, even though it's kind of like surprising. No Tuskens, not a huge deal. They're only really good in 3v3 anymore. Even old school Imperial troopers like Range Trooper, being neglected, but that's fine because, again, Imperial Trooper is not the cutting edge anymore. And if you're already in Kyber 2, you really want to just be focused on cutting edge, which means the new clones. Looks like you're being actively working on that. Scottish Clone Trooper just got added to Cantina today, so that's really nice. Luthen Gear 12, Savage Gear 12, so that's kind of, you probably want him in Relics, probably want Marin in Relics, probably want Nihilus and Scion. I mean, start with Savage and Nihilus for 3v3, but all those are really good. Jolie, sadly, I feel like doesn't have as much of a use anymore, because if people are going down, it's like at this point you're pretty much already lost it. Like, he's not gonna bail you out in time. Judo Bird Alpha, I like seeing him only at Gear 12. I think that's, I mean, not him, but like he's one that would be good in Relics, but Geos in general don't really merit a ton of investment anymore as long as you have can get watch shards. Let's go Sith because think of that Trey team. Trey's and Relics. Yeah, I mean, yeah, these two are, I think, an obvious call. Wow, I just realized this. We don't have Star Killer. It's Talon is a relic. Is not even in Relics. Which promised me to look at Ufu. We do have Malak or Malakos. So many Malas. Because Mal as a prefix means bad, so it's used a lot in these Sith and bad guy naming conventions. I mean, he goes great with Zir, and he can do a lot of stuff on his own in a lot of ways. He can be creative with him. So I say Star Killer is worth the get. Smuggler is Dash. Okay, so Dash is Relic 7. What about Kyle? Kyle's Relic 1. And then Mara Jade. Is Relic 1? Yeah, get Starkiller. It's just one Cantina farm and a few relics away. Might already be working on him, but I mean, he's pretty nice, solid slot in. But I would say the priorities are, you know, the Assault Battle, Peridia people. Maybe even Balin. Relic, the Sith you have that are kind of down there. Assault team is good, but you could prioritize it after a lot of that stuff. I mean, Rey would be good. Don't have really much progress at all, so that'd be a long haul. So I'd probably pick up all the stuff I just mentioned first. Ahsoka is kind of like your last priority. Ezra, no Ezra, unless he's just not activated. But if you're getting close to Ezra, that kind of bumps up Rey as a priority, because Rey and Ezra are pretty dang nice. But still, I mean, he's in Kyber too, which is impressive for the size. Or just 66 Rey. Appo's Relic 9, so he's gearing up to probably put all those up. My recommendation is just, you know, get him Relic 7 with their leader Tarkin until you're ready to get all of them. But that's just me. In Bad Batch, you're not farming them, or maybe you're just slowly. Probably slowly. Maybe it's just hitting the nose without refreshing. They are a lower priority than like clones as far as raid teams go. Even like Temple Guard and Deep Blaba. I don't know. They're lower priority than them. They're decent. They're a pretty good team, but they're not like transformative. Alright, let's look at mods. I feel like the mods are going to be pretty good. 194 is a very good speed. Got crit damage. JMK. High speed, you know, crit damage. It's not bad. Motivator. Protection is really good. Oh, speed of crit damage is nice. Leia, lots of health. Yes. Decent speed. She's looking good. JML. Very good protection. Very nice. That must be a lot of extra flat protection on these secondaries. Yep. Not there. So 9% there. That's good. 9% there. Excellent. And a lot of flat positions. So very nice. Java, it's kind of, I don't care. Good, pretty decent health, pretty decent speed. Overall, pretty decent. Just want him to stay alive. Cat. Fastest non-GL, plus 162 for 352. That's not bad. Radis. I used to have an extremely fast Radis too, but I don't think he merits that. So you could probably cannibalize some of those mods if you need them elsewhere. Same with Seven Sister. I don't think she needs to be like blazing fast. We know Wanda is a pretty good character to have really fast. With high health modding, she is more susceptible to Saw, but that's just temporary. So I believe it. Plus 131 speed. So he's not blazing fast with all his top mods. This makes me even more surprised that the last account is Erodium 4, because they had arguably better mods, but they're lower. Great health, you know, speed is good there. I mean, priority-wise, I'm not seeing anything stand out that's like, oh, what are you doing? I want to just look at speedy characters. Rex looks slow. He's missing a mod. That's probably a big part of it. He still does have the completed speed set though, so Grief. He's slow. Oh, 295. Okay, this is a pretty solid, chunky, high end of the curve, with everything being pretty fast. Malik, I like to see what people do with Malik. Oh, it's very nice. And good speed too. That's a pretty decent Malik. Oh, look at that. Anakin and Gas right next to each other. It's like they're the same guy. Cam. Malicos. I think he deserves a little more speed than that. Damage looking really nice. Malgust. Ooh, missing a mod. Better remedy that ASAP. Not only does that affect his performance on land, but also his ship Fury, which is important. Yeah, overall I think this is a pretty nice account. You know, not too much to work on, but we did cover some things. So thanks so much for watching, ladies and gentlemen. This has been another roster review video. Hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you next time. Bye.